So when you ask me, like, is it like food does really matter for hair growth? Yes, because nutritional deficiency is very much related to the hair loss. So then how? Whether you have adequate protein, whether you are consuming those essential fatty acids, and more commonly in our country, anemia. That is less hemoglobin in our body. That means we have less iron content. That's why we assess the serum ferritin level in your blood. And also there are certain vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin B, especially in that biotin, folic acid and B12 are very important. And next there are certain trace elements like zinc, iron and selenium, which are very important for cell division to occur. See, as I told, in India we are very deficient, most of the women especially, because they undergo the normal menstrual cycle, they lose blood during the delivery process, isn't it? And some of them may have these issues with menorrhagia. So in all this way, women usually lose blood, and women most often, the repetitive pregnancies also makes her go anemic, and anemia actually is one of the most important reason in females actually to lose hair, whereas in men most commonly it is hormone related, which we call it as androgenic alopecia. So then how do we correct the deficiencies in our diet? By having a balanced meal. What is that? I told you protein we need. Most of our South Indian diet is carbohydrate based, and especially vegetarians. So we have to ensure good amount of protein in our diet. Protein is very essential for growth of a cell. What is protein? It's not just egg and chicken and fish. It is there in your pulses also. Yes. So consume adequate amount of protein. We say 6 grams per kg body weight. So please consume. If you are 60 kgs, you have to consume 60 grams of protein per day. Egg is actually, they say, if you are a non-vegetarian or if you can eat egg, egg is a good protein because it has all the essential amino acids in the right proportion. So, and also some certain studies actually have shown that marine protein actually has shown good results in the hair growth. Next is very important. Some people, they say, like, many who wants to be in the diet means they completely restrict the fat from their diet. Absolutely no. You need essential fatty acids for the cells to grow, and also fat is very important to absorb the fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A and vitamin D, which are again essential for the cell growth. So you have to consume the essential fatty acids, a good fat, healthy fat. You can probably talk about healthy fat in some other time. Then I said vitamins. Vitamins, especially when I say there are fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A and vitamin D, which can be consumed once a year. They will be stored in your body. You need not to take bother about it. You can probably consume them in a good prescribed concentration, and the storage will be there because they are fat soluble vitamins, they are stored. But there are certain vitamins which are water soluble like vitamin B, and vitamin B deficiency is commonly found in vegetarians. So because the cooking methods, the kind of food what we eat, we have to ensure that the vitamin B is consumed properly, because so many times, as I said, it's a water soluble vitamin. When we wash the rice too many times and we throw that water, the water soluble vitamin is washed away. So usually the vitamin B deficiency is seen more commonly in vegetarian. Doesn't mean I'm promoting non-vegetarian diet. Okay, keep that in mind. So vitamins, vitamin D, see, it is naturally present in the sunlight. So seen in our routine, we have, like in our tradition, Yugadi, there is a tradition of sunbathing once a year. So we do apply oil to our body, and there is a tradition of sunbathing. So once a year dose of good sunbathing is good. Vitamin D is very important. Now your body, when it gets exposed to the sunlight, can synthesize naturally vitamin D. But India having so much of sunlight, nowadays we are seeing lot of people with vitamin D deficiency. That means we are working more indoors. So please ensure to have a good outdoor activity which not only gives you vitamin D but also peps up your mood. If you are deficient, please consult your doctor and get the prescription for vitamin D supplement. Vitamin A, it is present in most of your papaya, tomato, carrot. Yes, and also we have a tradition in Sankranti to eat pumpkin. Pumpkin is rich in vitamin A. It is again needed for cell growth. And during the immunization, child immunization, the government has prescribed to give vitamin A supplement. So, and both the things should not be consumed in excess because both the vitamins may lead to toxicity. Whereas comes to the vitamin B, as I said, biotin deficiency, if it is there, it has to be corrected, folic and vitamin B12. And next coming to very important are trace elements. In that I want to stress on iron. As I said, iron deficiency most commonly seen in females. So that is why we ask you to check your hemoglobin and serum ferritin level, because hemoglobin helps to carry oxygen and iron is required for hemoglobin, and also it helps in cell division. So if your hemoglobin is less, the cell is getting less oxygen, so less growth. So teenagers have to take, actually there is a national program, anemia control program, where government is supplying iron supplements to every teenager. So post pregnancy time, ensure you are taking your iron supplements. Post pregnancy also we want you to consume iron supplements. And what are the diet which you can naturally get iron content? Of course, curry leaves, drumstick leaves, they are quite rich in iron. And of course, zinc and selenium, they are also very essential part to have a good hair growth.